Sorry.
Victorious Crusaders are here. They have a date tomorrow now with Loyola. They'll play at noon against #1 seed Ramblers. Coach Matt Loddick, Javon Freeman, and Marcus Golder represent the university. We're going to start off with a statement from the head coach. Then we'll go to questions for all three gentlemen from Valparaiso. Matt, please.
First I just want to say, how nice and special this event is. I mean, this is a first-class tournament. I mean, it's unbelievable coming in here, and it feels like an NCAA tournament game. And I think they do a good job, and maybe that's why the Valley's had a lot of success, playing in NCAA tournaments, because it really has that feel. Really proud to be in the league. Really proud to have won a game in this tournament. And as we look at kind of the way that we performed towards the end of the year, I mean, it was just, it seemed like we were always having something, some adversity, some turned ankle, something. And the guys continued to just show up and practice hard. And so for them to have a moment like this and a game like this is special. And, the thing that I point to is kind of, we had 6 turnovers at halftime and finished the game with 7. And we've been working really hard on ball security. And our guys did a great job of that. We shot the ball well from the field. Offense has been a little bit of a struggle for us. Shot the ball well from the free throw line. That's been a little bit of a struggle for us. So they've gotten better, and they've gotten better because they've showed up and worked really hard. And it's good to see Markus Golder flying around out there. I know he's been, handicapped a little bit there with an ankle. So it's good to see him flying around. And then obviously Javon was really special and hit some big shots for us.
Start right here. Todd, thank you.
Javon, my question is for you. Tell me what was explained to you on the Indiana State scouting report. I know you're a good defender. You got a lot of your steals strafing them from behind. Tell me what you saw in that, and also what sense you get as a player, how deflating that is for the team you're playing against.
I mean, on the scouting report, all I had said was just to stay in front. As long as I stayed in front, I would be fine. But, of course, it don't always work how I was playing, so I just tried to, when I saw the ball, switch to the other hand, just back tap it and make sure my team got it.
We call them sticky fingers.
Here, Paul.
Marcus, you hit your first shot. You turned to the stands, I think. You nodded. And your mom was here. I know last time she came to see a game, you lasted 5 minutes, had an ankle. Just how big was it for her to be here? And just, you look like you had a little bit something extra today.
Yeah, the relationship between me and my mom is just unbreakable. But, there's always a little something extra when my family's in the stands. So everything I do is for them. The way I portray myself is just a reflection of her. And, just tonight it was just a blessing for her to be able to come out here and support me.
Coach, how is Lavender doing, and what impact has he made on your program this year?
Deion's been, he's fine. I think that you might be referring to why he didn't start in the second half. Is that what? Yeah, he's fine. The impact, as we went into the off season, we didn't have a senior on our roster, and we wanted to, and obviously with the new rules and college basketball, there's just going to be a lot of graduate transfers and things of that nature. So we did a lot of research on a lot of guys, and we thought Deion could, bring a valuable leadership kind of lead guard to us, and he's been that. He finishes the league second in assists. Has been, gotten a lot better, hit huge shots down the stretch for us tonight, and really there's no substitute for experience, and Deion has a ton of it, and he's the only senior on the roster.
Marcus, this one's for you. Indiana State's up 9 in the first half. It's not looking good from Valparaiso's perspective. What pulled the team together, and what got you guys back on track to end up finishing with a 7-point halftime lead?
We just kept our head high. We knew that we were going to stick to our game plan, and that it was eventually going to pan out. And teammates played great tonight. Like I said, we stuck to the game plan pretty well, and we just worked as hard as we could. I would say that's the biggest thing. We just competed, and it's something that we haven't done in a while.
Matt, you knew the run was coming, and they got it to 6 a couple times, and in the last month, you've given the game away at that point. What was the difference tonight?
You know, Paul, a lot of the coaching with this team has been, you know, in the face of adversity. You know, how do you respond? And I think for a lot of this year, there's been certain instances where you know we haven't had that, but you know we haven't folded, right? You know, but we put our head down. You know, we think about the previous play, and a lot of the coaching's been, you know, move on to the next play, because you know dwelling on that doesn't help us execute down the stretch. And the guys have really bought into it. You know, we call them culture meetings. We've had a lot of culture meetings talking about this, and we actually watched a pretty good video, Kobe Bryant talking about it today, and kind of just his mindset. And it's nice when these guys can hear it from someone like him, because you know they're attentive. And they did a good job of it tonight. You know, they had moments where they probably could have hung their head, and they didn't. They responded.
Coach, what does a 20-point win do for your confidence going into face number 1 seed Loyola?
Is that the same team that played in the Final Four last year? Yeah. No, it's just good for us to get a win. And, you know, we know that Loyola's good. They're well coached. They're talented. And, you know, we're just going to go get rest, prep, and come to play.
Javon, your first experience on the Valley Arch Madness stage, what was this whole experience like for you?
I mean, it's a very good and fun experience, but I know we came down here to win games, so just have to brush it off and play my game.
Anything else for the Crusaders? Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.